Hi, my name is Brandon Wilkins, and today we're going to be doing something a little different than the usual VSL fare. Vienna is going jazz. Now, I've written and recorded a jazz ensemble, and we're going to see just how versatile MirPro can be. Before we get started, I'd like to thank Nick Decasson for his wonderful playing on VSL's Imperial Grand. Now, Nicky also laid down the bass part using VSL's upright bass. If you already know how to use MirPro but are curious about its translation to a jazz venue, feel free to skip to the end where I'll demo this ensemble in a few different rooms. Otherwise, stay tuned because you're in for a treat. Okay, here we have the session and everything is dry, no processing. I've done a quick balance of the levels, so let's just take a quick listen to what we have. Already it doesn't sound so bad, but let's see how easy it is to get a great sounding mix in MirPro. We'll start by adding MirPro to the soprano track. Make sure that if your instrument is in mono, you choose the mono to stereo plugin. This is going to be handy when it comes to the placement of the instrument on the stage. I'm going to use one of Mir's bigger halls, the Sage, Hall 1. You'll really get to hear what MirPro can offer with a bigger venue like this. Let me solo the soprano so you can hear what it sounds like on this stage. I'm going to try this with directivity filtering turned on. You'll hear how the sound changes as I move it across the stage. Now it's coming out on the left or on the right. I can even turn the soprano around. For this ensemble, I like the soprano front and center. I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the saxes, making sure to turn on directivity filtering for each of them. Okay, I've made kind of an arc here, and I'm going to turn these in a little closer to the mic. And I'm going to bring the mic position up to conductor. Maybe bring back these instruments. Now let's give this a quick listen. It's beautiful. Now let's add the rhythm section. For the VSL Imperial Grand, we can set up an instrument profile which is specifically tailored to each VSL instrument. You'll see it under keyboards, and this was the Vienna Imperial Close. This allows you to get an even more accurate response from the room. With sources that are not from VSL libraries, it is best to use one of the general purpose profiles, and as you can probably hear, I've used the cardioid on all the saxes with great success. Finally, let's add VSL's upright bass and the drums. Okay, let's give this a listen as is. Now, as is, I think it sounds great, but I'm going to do a little bit of tweaking. So I'm going to boost the level of the piano a little bit. Get a little bit more bass. A little more ride. It's really sounding like an ensemble now. Okay, so we can actually change the listening position. You saw earlier that I moved us up to the conductor. I like that presence from the microphone being in the conductor position, but we can try it from the fourth row. can also do it from the back of the hall. So let's go back to the conductor position, and I'd like to try a little bit more of an extreme setup here. I'm going to spread these guys far and wide, and we'll hear just how spacious we can make this place sound. Check this out. Very, very wide. You can see that in a matter of minutes we got a great sounding mix with little to no effort. We had a close and more intimate setup on stage, as well as a wider and more spread setup. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment below if you have any questions or if you want to see any more videos like this. At the end of this video, you can hear a comparison of 3 different rooms ranging in size from small to large. I only scratched the surface of what Mir Pro can do, but I hope you've caught a glimpse of the real power in this program.